Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Early down stuff should put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big body guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority one.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Rodgers going to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Rodgers to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So back-to-back plays, each give nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
That wasn't good enough to get this done, but I put with plenty of guys who did. When they started wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got room. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. This offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Give him another shot here on the ground. There he goes, left side. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Rodgers.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and then get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play. That means they need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And all the way down to the 37.
116 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up second down. Hands it off, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and this is picked up by the Dolphins, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Second down at 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And his kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
From the 10. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. 2nd and 10.
Rodgers now to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into it?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. Lead moves to 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 10.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Second and 9 now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers over the middle to Kittle, complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. On play action, it's Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the... So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go, Reed, go!
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6.
Check mash, check mash. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That he won't quite make it.
He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. There he goes, right side. The 30, past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play, because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exception to match the opposition pick 6 in this game?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Rodgers to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, trying to get that extra running